Welcome back to Social Life and Peel. I'm Nadine Marie, and today on Clean Eats, we're showing you that eating clean can be quite fabulous. I'm joined by Faith from Fabulous Faith Foods. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
These ingredients smell delicious. I wanted to pick at them, but I have been really good at not doing that. So you're going to show us some healthy options today. We have a chickpea pasta salad as well as a quinoa salad.
Yes.
All really yummy things and very popular right now.
5 ingredients or less.
5 ingredients or less, which is great if you're on the go, if you're a mom or your dad making dinner quickly. So we're going to start off with the chickpea, right?
Yes, we're going to start off with a chickpea salad.
Okay.
So just grab a mixing bowl.
I like that. 5 ingredients or less.
5 ingredients or less. I guess this one I put 2 in a bowl, so I cheated. So that one's technically 6, but this one's going to be completely vegan. So here I have some chopped celery and some chopped broccoli.
Okay, yummy.
Some chopped green bell pepper.
And this is all stuff you'd probably have in your kitchen.
Definitely.
Right?
And it's perfect for parties, picnics, packing lunch.
Onions.
And then I have a carrot here that I'm just going to put on top.
Now, are you vegan? No.
I'm not a vegan, but I do the meatless Mondays because I think it's healthy. It's healthy to have at least one day where you're not having protein and having something easier.
And chickpeas are really high in protein, aren't
Chickpeas are high in protein, and then you're not having the meat, which has these days a lot of hormones and additives, especially if you're not getting organic meats.
And this is great too. Lots of color, kind of trick the children into eating something healthy.
Definitely. My kids are actually fans of chickpeas, and I find that most children are a fan of a bean. It's just a matter of finding what bean they like. And then this is my signature red wine vinaigrette, which is perfect for all 3 salads. I'm just going to put this on top.
So what is in the red wine vinaigrette?
It's red wine, maple syrup, because I'm Canadian.
Ooh.
Olive oil, Dijon mustard, and a little bit of salt and pepper.
It smells delicious. And this is a great idea too if you get a mason jar and you put it in this to go to work.
Definitely.
Just separate it, shake it up,
or
put
even
it on
just make a huge batch and leave it in the fridge, and then you don't have to buy store-bought salad dressing.
Even better. Easy breezy.
Off for your friends.
So this smells delicious. I know you can't tell
delicious.
that at home, but it does.
It's super easy. As you can see, I did this in 1 minute. I guess the prep might have been 5 minutes before.
Right.
And then I have protein here on the side, so I'm recommending tuna. If you want to add tuna to it, then you have more protein. This is still good for vegetarians. So now it's a vegetarian salad.
Yeah, that looks delicious.
And then this goes, you can take this on picnics because there's no dairy.
And is this something that would taste better too the next day? If
Definitely,
you made that
because the flavors have time to absorb into the chickpeas.
Right. No, that looks delicious.
Okay, so that's salad number 1.
So basically, nowadays, everyone is so health conscious and health obsessed, a good obsession, which is, finally we've got some good obsessions going on. So what would you say are the top healthy eating trends right now? Things that people are, because you also work private events, you cater for everyone. So
I think a lot of people are on paleo diets.
Paleo, okay.
I think low carb has been, a trend for quite some time just because, there is a lot of weight loss when you cut out the carbohydrates. Right. And then now people are going to go with vegan just because it's easier to digest and, a little bit better for your health, I would say.
Right.
As long as you can make sure you're getting enough protein.
Where you can get it.
Exactly. So that's the first one. It's the chickpea salad.
What do you think about the raw diet? Do you think that's too extreme?
I couldn't do it. I don't have enough discipline.
Right.
I can see the health benefits that would be there, but I need meat in my life personally, on a personal level.
Yeah, because burgers aren't on the raw diet, are they?
No, there's no poutine.
I don't know how good I'd be at that.
Yes. So the next one, this one is brown rice pasta. So this is wheat-free and gluten-free.
Okay, so I've heard from some people that the texture on a brown rice pasta is a little different. It's a little harder.
It is a little bit harder. You do have to cook it a little bit longer. I recommend using a larger pot and more water because there's a lot of starch that pops up.
Okay.
And then when you're finished, rinse it with cold water to rinse off the starch if you're going to use it for a salad, and that's how come. This one I tossed in a little bit of olive oil.
Very nice.
So that the pasta wouldn't stick. So that's going to be for the next
This one looks great. I love asparagus.
Yeah, so the asparagus and the red peppers, I grilled both of them so that we would have more flavor. The thing with vegetarian cooking is you want to make sure you get as much flavor into the food as possible if you're not going to be having that meat.
So you also do a lot of private catering. What is the weirdest requests you get for food? Because you cater to every need, every kind of ethnic desire, whatever. So what's the craziest request you've ever had?
Well, I think the craziest requests are when people call you, in the middle of the night saying, can I get some fried chicken and waffles?
No.
And often my clients, they don't have boundaries like that. They come home from a night out on the town and, I'm the go-to person when they don't want to have breakfast or Chinese food downtown.
So you give them your cell phone?
They
call you to say, make me fried chicken?
Yes, and I do go and make the fried chicken. I just charge extra.
Now this looks delicious as well.
Definitely.
I like that the sauces are light. Now that's the key, right? Because a lot of times I have girlfriends that will go out and they'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna get a Caesar salad. And little do they know that that Caesar salad dressing has more calories than, you know, certain fast food burgers with Big Macs.
And then there's Parmesan and croutons,
right.
which are, you know.
So do you think the secret also is sticking to a really light dressing?
Well, I think the secret to any of this is like it's home cooking, right? So you get control your ingredients. Yeah. And when you make your own dressing, you know what's in your dressing, whereas you buy a bottle on the store shelf and then it's, you know,
right.
guessing what's in the ingredient list and what quantities.
Exactly.
So then, yeah, this one's done. So imagine you're turning your fridge into the deli counter at the grocer.
Right.
With 5-star treats.
That's amazing. And again, you could add, like you said, you could add any kind of protein to this
Definitely. So we could even just, you know, throw in a little bit of the chicken in here, and that'll add a ton more flavor for meat eaters like us. And this is boneless, skinless chicken breast. So it's lean protein.
So obviously if you're, let's say, maybe not vegan, if you're a vegetarian, I know a lot of people are trying to stay away from meat, but do you think it's really important to have that protein in there in some form, whether it's tofu or soy? Do you preference tofu over soy?
Well, I think tofu is a soy product.
But do they have, because some people say soy is bad for women, every day they say something new, right? So.
Yeah, so I prefer beans, because beans are natural, and legumes.
Right.
Over tofu and soy products because they're processed.
Right.
So if you can have like aduki beans and brown rice, that's more of like, that's a perfect combination of proteins, whereas tofu is something processed, once again, made in a factory somewhere.
Right, so you want to stay as organic and natural as possible,
exactly.
right?
That looks processed, local if possible.
I know what, can I just take one of these to my next girls' dinner?
Listen, after, it's all yours. Okay, and the last one, which is super trendy right now, quinoa. Right?
Quinoa, everyone's doing quinoa. I even had, someone make quinoa onion rings the other day. I mean, they're using this for everything.
I want to try quinoa fried chicken.
Just fry anything. As long as I put quinoa on it, is it still healthy? No?
Well, you know, of course. It's all rationalizing things in your own mind, right?
So quinoa you can literally use as a base for anything. Anything that you would use rice or pasta, essentially, right? You can.
Of course. And then you just tell yourself quinoa is a fruit.
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit.
Okay, I'm learning something new.
It's old school, harvested like 5,000 years ago in South America. So obviously, it's a very trustworthy ingredient.
So the importance is to kind of train people away from thinking calories and more ingredients, right? Because people, quinoa, brown rice pasta, they're still high in calories, essentially. But it's not just about that, right? It's also about the fact that you're getting that good protein in there.
Definitely,
you're changing, you know, the white starches
to a healthier, sugar, flour that we're so, you know, it's so delicious. I mean, we can't deny it.
Yeah.
But we know it's, you know, if you want to be sexy, then that's probably not the best choice.
I know, it's hard work, isn't it, being sexy?
Exactly. So in here we had quinoa.
So you use the same red wine dressing
I'm using the same one for all three.
So that really is a great idea. Make a huge batch of this, keep it in your fridge, ready to go, healthy.
And as you've seen, like in 5 minutes.
Do you recommend the store-bought ones, or do you always try to make your own dressing? Of course.
You know what? Sure. If you're gonna have salad, and you don't want to take the time to make the dressing, have the salad and have the store-bought. But if you can, then definitely I would recommend going to.
Right.
So this one. See, it's very colorful.
It looks really good.
It looks delicious.
So I know that you said that I had to wait, but is there any possibility of maybe
of course.
Getting
right
in
up
there?
next, I put some cubes of feta in there, just to make it creamy.
I have to. I'm sorry. It smells so good, and I was so good for so long.
Go ahead.
So what you use cubes of?
That's feta, red onions, edamame, and some orange peppers. And it's healthy.
So good. I'm sorry. Bye. Just kidding.
No, feel free if you.
So you used to work in real estate. You made a change to having this career that you actually love, making really good food that you can taste the love in the food. It was delicious. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And honestly, please come over to one of my girls' nights. I would love that.
I'll bring wine and food. And
I'll bring the red wine vinegar and just drink the red wine. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us on Clean Eats. We've learned something new today that, this can taste better than fast food. Keep it clean. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be right back. Social Life and Peel.